let's go over what 150 points in each stat looks like. Hello, it is sisterguard here. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back to an Arise Crossover because we had our newest update, and now you can get up to level 200, and each stat now can go up to 150. So we're going to go take a look at to see what that actually looks like. And do you need 150 points in player speed or in reach? The answer is probably no, but we're going to go take a look, see what it looks like, and kind of compare and contrast and just kind of talk about the numbers. So if you have not already, please make sure you smash the like button, the subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it a lot, and let's get running into it. So first one we're going to take a look at is shadow power. So let's go ahead and get a base for how much damage my shadows are doing. And for those of you wondering, yes, I still have not gotten an N-rank. This game hates me. I need the dev to put out the little N-rank crafter thing that he has talked about on Discord. Please and thank you. I am sad. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what their current DPS is looking at. This is without damage multipliers, any of that. Now, I do want to remind everyone that your shadows do get a 1% buff every time you level up. So at 160, I am getting 160% addition to that. Now, if we put 150 points into shadow power, that means that is a 750% increase to their damage. That's a lot of bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Right now they're sitting out around, we'll say 20 QI. They're spiking up to 60s when they're doing alts, but okay, we kind of see the baseline right there. Let's go ahead and give them 150. And as you can see, yes, the damage did go up a lot. So that's roughly about the same. So again, shadows right now are meta, so you're going to want to go ahead and do that. It does a lot of great damage. It does a lot of great damage. Now let's go and take a look at my damage without 150. I'm sitting roughly about 1.5, 1.6. Okay, let's go ahead and give me a buff. So keep in mind with player stats, you're only getting a 0.5% boost, so this is only a 75% boost to your damage. So, meh. My shadows do more when I have my relics on for damage, so, again, sword's not really that worth it right now. So we've done probably the two most damaging stats. Now we're going to go take a look at shadow agility, shadow reach, and player speed. I'm going to let you know right now, reach at 80, you will be able to get on either side of a dark room standing in, or the dark dungeon rooms standing directly in the middle. So realistically, do you need beyond 80? No. Are we going to do it? Yes. And for those of y'all that did not know, this is just an extra little tidbit. Magma does more DPS over the course of a minute than snow does. So kind of keep that in mind. All right, let's go take a look at reach. So right now, when am I able to attack this thing? This is just with my guild upgrades. Okay, that's not too bad. And my guild upgrades are at max. So this isn't bad. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and leave the room. And let's go ahead and give them 150 reach. Okay. Not even in the room. Oh, that's just a little bit. That is just a little bit. Okay then. I mean, I am not complaining. That is huge. Okay, let's go see what that looks like on the outside. Not just in here. So there's this Anter's Brute right here. Let's see how far away I have to be before they will Nope, we're still going over to it. Let me sit over here. Oh, they're attacking the ones over there now. Yeah, this is a little bit broken. Do we have a dungeon up right now? We have a grass dungeon and a dark dungeon. Let's go put these guys to the test in there. See how well they do in the dark dungeon. Because as I was saying, and I showed the clip before, with that 80, they're doing pretty decent. Oh my god, I'm nowhere near the room, and they're already attacking the stuff on the platform right there. Let's just keep walking. They're really slow though. Can they, so if I stand up here, will they clear the rest of the room for me? Not really. That's a far distance though. Are you able to get the guy in the corner? They are. That's a big, they're already going into the next room. That's nuts. Okay. Well, we kind of are seeing how their speed's a little slow, so let's go ahead and start working on that one next. I'm just going to put 50 to start. Just, I want to see. We're just going to bump them up to 50 shadow speed. How fast are they coming back to me? Pretty quickly. Okay. We'll find another big room real quick and let them kind of work on clearing it and see how, just kind of see how long it takes. Okay, we've got one of these big long corridors. Okay. My base walk speed's keeping up with it pretty alright. It's not great, but it's alright. Alright, let's go ahead and bump them up to 100 speed. See what this looks like. Oh, and they're zooming. Zooming. Oh, that's nuts. They already have most of the room cleared by the time I'm able to stand in the middle. That's wow. Oh, we're not even in the boss room and they've killed the boss. Okay, let's get back in the dungeon and we'll do this again. Okay. So let's go ahead and put them up to 150 now that we're back in the dungeon. Okay, let's see how supersonic they are now. Oh my god. Now they have fixed it where they don't actually return back to you anymore. Although it looks like it is trying to. Oh my god. I can't keep up. Oh, this would make dungeon clearing so easy. Leveling would just be, oh my god, look. Zooming, I can't keep up. How many stat points do I have left? I only have 20. Even if I put it all in player speed, it's not going to do that much. Now, while reach is unreasonable with the length it's at, the speed, however, I'm going to have to say that's pretty useful. So yeah, I'll kind of give you all my thoughts and opinions on like what stat loadouts you should use. But let's go take a look at player speed, because that's the last one we haven't done. Alright, so player speed, let's go ahead and we'll test it up on the big overpass up there. And I'll zoom out as much as possible. So we'll say if we go from the front of the lines to the front of those lines, how long does this take? I am waddling. I have no idea how long this is taking, but as you can tell, that took a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and bump our speed up to, let's just say 50 for player speed, just so people can get a good judgment. Let's go ahead and run back. Definitely a lot faster. We are now the power walking. Okay, so definitely a little bit faster. All right, let's go ahead and put it up to 100. Let's walk back. Okay, yeah, no, we now power walk for a living. This is definitely an increased speed. We're definitely getting there. And now let's go to 150. So what the power walking champion of the world moves at. Yeah, that's a little broken. Now, I know people are going to ask, well, hey, where should I put my stats and all that? So with the current meta, what I'm going to recommend is the following. Let me go and reset my stats once again. What I'm going to recommend is the following loadout that I have, because you're going to only have at max 400 points. You get shadow power up to max as soon as you can. That's a huge boon. That's a huge bonus. I would highly recommend getting it. The next thing would be is around 75 speed and reach become really good, or agility and reach. So I would put points there. The next thing I would do is also put some into player speed. Now, because at most you're going to have 400 points, you probably can get shadow agility up to 150, so max. And then I would put the rest into player speed. You really don't need reach unless you just like being insane with it. That's up to you. Weapon mastery, as we saw, yes, that did give me a boost. It wasn't that great. And not with shadow power giving so much. You kind of want your shadows, especially for dungeon clearing, to be here. I will tell you, this works out really, really well. Probably what I'm going to be using for a while. As far as my stat points. Honestly, I would do 2, 1, and 1. And then once you get shadow power up to max, start putting some into player speed. So I will have to say, seeing how fast the agility was, kind of staring at it pretty hard, getting it up a little bit higher. But I do want to get player speed at least up to 50 because that will allow you, as we demonstrated, to be the power walking champion of the world. It also allows you to keep up with other things. What is this player doing? So, yeah. But there you go. Hopefully this video was informative. I'm gonna get back to grinding and I gotta work on my free-to-play account. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.